For 35 years, the question still remains, who was Penny Doe? Hello, true crimerers. This is the case of the Penny Doe. Viewer discretion is advised. On a warm July 22nd, 1990 afternoon, 4 children were outside playing in Monroe Township, Pennsylvania, near this tunnel. As they got closer to the tunnel, they noticed something inside. And I believe it was kind of right on the outskirts of the tunnel. They saw a human skull. Then they noticed the rest of the skeleton. And they immediately, obviously these are kids, became very frightened, and so they ran all the way home where they told their adults that something bad had happened. So police arrived, and sure enough, they confirmed there was a human body inside this tunnel. It was almost nearly skeletonized, with really not much like flesh or anything like that. The remains had no identification with them. This was the first rendering they made of the victim, which they determined was a woman. She had been killed by blunt force trauma to her skull. And they believe that her time of death was sometime between 6 to 8 weeks prior to her being found. Given that, it's a warm summer, the body is going to decompose a little bit faster. She was clothed, and in her pants, in each one of her pockets, they found a penny. Not this exact one, but. So they gave her the nickname Penny Doe. Penny Doe at the time was wearing size 9 Gitano Express jeans, size 7 Fruit of the Loom brand underwear, and a black button-down shirt with attached floral vest made by Stoplight of California. She was not wearing any shoes or socks. There was no jewelry found with her remains, and they also had no bra. Given the state of her remains, they had a very hard time distinguishing how old she was, and they could really just speculate that between 20 and 40 years old. She did have shoulder-length, dark brown hair. They estimated she probably weighed somewhere between 105 and 120 pounds, and she was between 4'10" and 5'6". She did also have a broken right leg. I don't know if it was like broken during the attack that led to her death, or if it was like broken prior and it was like healing. This was another rendering of the Penny Doe, but authorities believed that she was not local to that area in Pennsylvania, that she was likely visiting from outside the area, or she was abducted elsewhere and brought to this area. They did say that based on her teeth, she may have come from an area with fluoride in the water, since her teeth had no fillings and no sign of decay. She did have a chipped upper right tooth. This is a third rendering of the victim. Police can only speculate. They're not positive if she attended this, but on Sunday, May 27th, 1990, there was this large outdoor rock concert going on, which brought in a lot of people from outside the area. Speculation is that she may have been at that rock concert, but they're just guessing. As the years go by, as women are reported missing in this area, or even outside the area, they have been able to compare and rule out those missing women to being the Penny Doe. And to this day, here in 2025, they still have absolutely no idea who she is. They know she was murdered, somebody killed her, and then dumped her body in that tunnel for children to find. I feel like it's always kids that find these horrific things. I was reading an article that one of the girls who was there who found her, it's traumatized her. She sees the image of this skull inside her mind every time she closes her eyes. It's just sad all the way around. But surely someone somewhere out there has got to know who is Penny Doe and what exactly happened to her. And perhaps that someone is you. If you have any information, please contact the Pennsylvania State Police at 814-226-1710.